Walking on Broken Glass on BBC Radio Somerset, 8 minutes past 11. Wednesday morning. If you've got an event on, by the way, and you want to mention, we will happily do it for you. Speaking of which, we got an email from a choir who have performed all over the world: Jamaica, Norway, Tuscany. They've also played some of the classiest venues too: Wells Cathedral, the Cardiff Millennium Centre, and the Royal Albert Hall. But next week, the Cheddar Male Choir are a little closer to home at Draycott Memorial Village Hall, where they're putting on a special concert in aid of Western hospice care. We have, well, I'm going to say two of the choir with us. That might not be quite strictly accurate, but we have top tenor John Morgan. Morning, John.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming on. And we also have soprano soloist Kate Eastment with us as well. Morning, Kate.
Hi, Simon. Good morning.
So let's just sort of break this down a little bit. Cheddar Male Choir. Now, are you a special guest or are you a member of the choir?
Yes, no, I'm not one of the male voice singers.
Okay, just double check.
They very kindly invited me along to join them on this occasion.
Excellent. Tell me a little bit about singing. When did you start getting good?
I guess that's probably a question for the people who've heard me along the years. I started at a fairly young age, in my teens, started having singing lessons and then went on to train. And I've been singing through my 20s and onwards.
Oh, how lovely.
So, yeah.
And how did you sort of hit on soprano as being the sort of the comfort zone?
Oh, that's a good question. It really kind of, it's determined by your body as much as anything else. You know, you sort of find out what sort of pieces are within a comfortable range, and it becomes apparent fairly quickly. But it's a question of natural selection, really. You don't get to choose, unfortunately.
That's so right. And then John, you being a tenor, so same sort of thing.
No, not at all. I started singing with the choir about 10 years ago now. And on the first day when I arrived, I hadn't sung since school, so I didn't know what to expect. And they said, "Oh, we're short of tenors, sit there." And I've been singing tenor ever since. And some weeks I think, really? Why? Because they're quite high. But we manage, and I'm really enjoying it. And that's the main thing.
Absolutely. Well, tell me a little bit about this special concert that you're putting on, John.
Well, yeah, as you said, it's for the for Western Hospice Care. And in fact, at our rehearsal last night, we had Lucy, one of their fundraisers, came to visit us and tell us all about what they do and how we all know how short hospices are of money and how important it is that we all raise funds for them. So we're really pleased to be doing our bit, and especially pleased that Kate could come along and join us, because Kate sang with the choir in about 2014, before I joined the choir, and yet people still talk about what a good concert it was and what a beautiful voice Kate's got. So I'm looking forward to hearing her, because I haven't heard Kate sing yet. In fact, we haven't even met yet. So, so we're really looking forward to that.
To let our hands across the airwaves. This is lovely. And Kate, I mean, for you, singing in public, how is that when you are, as you know, John just said there, you know, sort of 10, 15 years on almost, still well remembered? That is a lovely thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very encouraging to hear. I'm delighted to hear that. Thanks, John. Yeah, really looking forward to getting back with the choir. I don't sing all that frequently. You know, I just maybe have half a dozen concerts a year, because it's not my primary occupation. So it's going to be really lovely. I'm so delighted when I get invited to come along and sing with a group like the Male Voice Choir, because they'll put on a really good show. And yeah, really looking forward to it. And Draycott Village Hall is a fantastic venue too.
What kind of songs will you be singing?
I'm going to do 2 sets of 3 songs. It's going to include mainly sort of easy listening things, so a bit of Gershwin, a couple of jazzy numbers, a folk song or two, and 1 or 2 songs from some fairly popular musicals. I'm going to do something from The Sound of Music, I think.
How brilliant. Yeah. How lovely.
Yeah.
And so will you sing with accompaniment from the choir, or do you, as a soloist, do they do their songs and you do your songs?
Yeah, they're doing their bit, and then I'm going to pop up in the middle and sing with accompaniment from the lovely Andrea Monk on the piano. And I've got one piece which I'm planning to sing unaccompanied as well, just because I really want to savour the acoustics of the hall.
Oh, how lovely. How lovely. Well, look, we hope it goes ever so well. And John, I mean, the choir, part of your ethos is about being there for the community, raising funds for good causes. I mean, it's hundreds of thousands of pounds over the years, isn't it?
Yes, I ought to remember the figure, and I can't. But yeah, we try and do, well, this year we've already got 5 concerts planned. And we've still got November and December we're trying to fill because, with coming up to Christmas, there's always opportunities. So we would hope to do 6 or 7 concerts this year. And although one of those will need to be to raise money to cover our own costs, the rest will all be for charitable causes. So it's really satisfying and really enjoyable. You really feel you're doing your bit as well as enjoying yourself. So.
Oh, how brilliant. Well, according to your website, £135,000 last count. But, websites are notoriously not updated as often as you like. So you never know, could be more. But come what may, you're going to be performing at Draycott Memorial Hall, 28th of February in aid of Western Hospice Care. Are tickets still available?
Yes, they are. There's still some at Dean's in Cheddar, at the community shop in Draycott itself. And then Eventbrite are selling them, and we're also got all choir members have got at least 1 or 2, so you shouldn't have any difficulty finding them.
Excellent. If we just Google Cheddar Male Voice Choir, male choir, then we will find you, I'm sure. Listen, thank you both so much for your time. Thank you, John.
Thank you, and nice to talk to you, Kate.
Thank you, Kate.